Yo, what is going on, Noomers, and welcome to POL week 3, actually, week 3 of the POL. And today we are facing the Wellington Ho-Oh and Starving Pig. So we'll just kind of get right into it, why not? So, you can see his team here, our team on the other side. So, we lead with RC's Poison, because we know he probably leads with Zoroark, because if it's Blaziken, it's the last month, so that will be what Zoroark disguises into. So I assume this is Zoroark, so I just how do you call it, judgment right away, as I do, and we do 55 to the slow road. I'm like, that's great damage. So here I click judgment again, and I also have grass knot, but I just find out that Sand Slash and slow road don't weigh enough to like have sand or have Grasnell do more than that. So I'm like, okay, that's kind of bad for me. But yeah, whatever. Anyways, I go into Gliscor on the probably EQ. He's not gonna knock off on a Arceus Poison as he spikes as I default. Now he is in with his Slowbro. We see he doesn't have that much of attack. So I U-turn here. I go into Empoleon and he misses a Focus Blast, which sucks because I think it's Specs Empoleon he told me after the match, but yeah, whatever. Anyways, I click knockoff here, do a good amount of chip, and I see that is the Zoroark. So I'm like, okay, good. I can go into RC's Poison here, it can't really hurt me. As he clicks Dark Pulse, gets a crit and does only 30 or 37%. I'm like, dude, that does 0. As I hard switch into my Empoleon, predicting a Sand Slash, now I'm like, he's gonna switch out, so I'm gonna knock off, I think. Do I? I might not. Yeah, I do knock off and I just destroy the Slowbro. So Slowbro is gone, so that's really nice. Now he does go into his Blaziken, and I know this is the real Blaziken because I did some damage to his, what is it called? The Zoroark, so it can't be that. I go into my, how do you call it? My Gliscor on his Mega Blaziken, and my incredible idea here is to, I think I stay in on the Hidden Power Ice because I don't really know why, but I do. Anyways, I'm like, okay, yeah, this is probably special. I'm just gonna go into Alola Marowak. Alola Marowak is fully deaf. It is my counter to this. And here I click Shadow Bone because it really just hits everything except really this one, so that kind of sucks. But yeah, I click Shadow Bone because I expect I have knockoff on Empoleon, and if I knock off the Slowbro, or he brings no item Slowbro, that completely would wall my Marowak Alola. So I Shadow Bone, his illusion wears off, but I knew this was a Zoroark. I go into my Arceus Poison because he cannot hit my Arceus Poison at all. As he goes back into Sand Slash, and here I'm like, okay, I'm kind of screwed because I lost my Gliscor, and Gliscor is my only remover. Because I have Choice Banded Empoleon, I recover here first to just scout what he's gonna do. He is not threatened at all by me, or he doesn't think he's threatened at all, so he just Earthquakes, and here he spikes on a, yeah, because I don't do much damage to him. I switch into my Choice Band or Shifu, because I'm like, okay, I need some damage on something. Here I click Poison Jab, predicting him to go into Togekiss, easy peasy lemon squeezy, of course. And here I go into Empoleon, because if he were to be Scarfed, I would be screwed. And he goes into Sand Slash, so I'm like, great, I got double. So here I'm like, I'm just gonna Steel Wing because I don't have a good water type attack. I have Knockoff, Steel Wing, Aqua Jet, and I have one more move. Oh, I have Drill Peck for, I think he had an Amoonguss, so I have Drill Peck for that. So I only really have Aqua Jet, and that wouldn't do much to Sand Slash anyway. So I just Steel Wing. He probably won't stay in on what he knows is a Choice Band Napoleon that could Waterfall. So I'm just going to Steel Wing, hits pretty much everything. And he's not going to go into Blaziken if you shittable. Here he goes back into his Zoroark, and I'm like, dude, I really don't care. I'm going to go into my, what is it, Arceus Poison. I know a crit won't kill me from this range. And here I can just recover up as he stays in. And U-turns, of course, which is a pretty good play. If you ask me, it's not that bad. He goes into his Sand Slash, and here I'm like, okay, that's not too well. The only mon that isn't weak is Urshifu, so that's quite bad. I'm not gonna lie, that's really bad. Ground is just a great typing apparently. I go for Wicked Blow, not wanting to get my defenses dropped here as he first rapid spins, not wanting to get my defenses dropped from a close combat and does the same amount of damage anyways. It does kind of let in the Mega Blaze Gun, but that doesn't really matter too much for me. Here I'm like, yeah, I gotta switch out because it might be Scarfed, and it is. I think it clicked. Wait, let me think a second. Hidden Power Flying, I think, for on this, because it's probably something that is super effective on my Urshifu. So it's probably Hidden Power Flying, because Hidden Power Fairy doesn't exist yet, and Hidden Power Fighting would have been resisted. Anyways, I click Recover as he stays in and clicks Dark Pulse, I think, yeah, just to try and get some damage, but I'm like, dude, you can't damage me, I'm just gonna recover again, what are you gonna do? Stay in, I'll just get my extra little bit of percentage of HP back, as he U-turns and he goes into his Blaziken Mega. I know this is the real Blaziken. As I go into Marowak Alola, see what he's gonna do. He clicks Focus Blast, predicting probably my Regirock, and I'm like, yeah, that ain't gonna happen. So I am staying in, of course. And here I click Earthquake, because Earthquake hits everything. And probably one it KOs the Blaziken, or does the most damage. And here I'm like, okay, I need a sec. I need to keep my mom, how do you call it, Marowak. As I go into Regirock, my designated counter to the Kyurem Black, as he Dragon Dances, Icicle Spear is just breakfast. Like, Icicle Spear is just the biggest of breakfasts. As he now hits me 4 times, or 5 times actually, so he would have had needed to have 2 extra hits on the other one, so you need like a 4 and a 5 time, and then he needed decent rolls too on that to kill me. So it's not really that I got hacked. Here I'm like, you're gonna Focus Blast. As he of course does, he has to Focus Blast there. That's the only thing that's gonna kill my Regirock, because he's HPIs. Focus Blast, and as we can see here, Flare Blitz. So I just stay on with my Marowak. Here I click, how do you call it, Earthquake. It doesn't kill. Here I was like, yeah, I think I won, because he can't kill me, and he cannot kill me. So we get a win versus Starving Pig in week 4. So we get a 5-0 win, which is very nice after, well, I think my differential's like plus, I don't know, it's like at least plus 10 after the first 3 weeks. I got like 5-0s and 6-0s, so it's really good. And now another 5-0, so we're doing really well. And yeah, I'll see you guys for week 5. I have no idea who we are fighting in week 5, but yeah, whatever. Anyways, see you guys, and yeah, bye bye.